Mario Kart 8 Deluxe races its way to Switch this Friday, bringing a rainbow road's worth of fun and value to the new console. What's up, everybody? It's Zach from Switchforce. I've got Gabe here. We've been playing a ton of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Big thanks to Nintendo for providing the review copies, and now we're here to give you our take. So this is the ultimate version, the deluxe version, if you will, of Mario Kart 8 from Wii U, now ported to Switch with lovely 1080p, 60 frames per second visuals, 48 courses all unlocked from the start, 42 characters, including 6 newcomers, and 8 battle courses with 5 battle modes, incorporating a whole nother level of competitive spirit into the famous Nintendo Racer. I think this is one of Nintendo's best games of all time. It's one of their most complete packages now in this deluxe version, with the amount of content, the amount of characters, the amount of courses, the amount of multiplayer fun it brings to the show. And I love that now Switch is being introduced to that mayhem, and you can play locally, you can play online, you can play with your friends. They've even added some assistive steering and some helpful acceleration if you want to introduce total newcomers to the franchise, and it is an excellent addition to the Switch. Now, that being said, this game did come out previously on Wii U, and it had DLC, and it wasn't as featureful, but basically the same game. And so I wanted to give Gabe the floor as someone who didn't play a whole lot of the OG Mario Kart 8. How do you feel about this new iteration?
All right, and by not a lot, I mean, like, I still clocked in around, 10 hours, but I know that's nothing in the grand scheme of Mario Kart 8.
Sure.
I actually like this quite a bit, and I think it is because I am not as experienced with it. If I had played it to death on Wii U, I feel like this package here wouldn't feel as new and fresh to me. I didn't play any of the DLC, so all that stuff is still new to me. The new characters, the battle modes, we are having a ton of fun with. We have videos for that up on the channel as well that people can check out. But man, the fun that I'm having with this game, I mean, it's right up there with Breath of the Wild as far as fun factor and just the sheer amount of complete packageness. That's not even a word, but I'm going to use it. It's such a complete package if you are more new to Mario Kart 8. If you have played it to death before, then it becomes a little bit more questionable whether this is something that you have to have. But if you never played it, a must own, 100% hands down. If you played it a little bit, I still believe must own, 100% hands down. I think where it gets a little bit murky is for the people that are way more experienced. I had a multiplayer session, a local multiplayer session with a friend of mine last night. The drive assist was a great help for her because she's not super into video games. She has played Mario Kart 8 before, but when over a year passes and you haven't touched a game, it's hard to get back into it. So the drive assist was actually super helpful in a real actual case scenario. So I'm happy with it. Having a lot of fun. I'm going for the gold Mario with the 200 cc's. I'm well on my way to that, and we've had a lot of fun with the battle modes.
Yeah, I think as someone who did pour a ton of hours into Wii U, this still is a freaking incredible game. It's sitting at a 94 on Metacritic, and I think it really sits up there with Breath of the Wild as a must-buy for Switch. Even if you have played before, the addition of battle mode and battle modes, I feel, rounds out the package to help this become the best, biggest Mario Kart ever. There is a new battle mode called Renegade Roundup that is pretty fun, more of a diversion than a mainstay. I still think people are going to spend most of their time with things like balloon battle and coin runners, but just having it there is great. And there's some new nuances as well in terms of the new pink mini turbo, in terms of being able to brake while drifting in 200cc, in terms of 200cc time trials. They also sprinkle in a little bit of double dash, now with the ability to hold 2 items here in Mario Kart 8, and while you cannot swap them like before, it does feel awesome to carry twice as much ammo on your person. Plus, they bring back 2 items from the past in the form of Boo and the Feather. And they do add in some characters from fun franchises like Splatoon. You've got the Inkling Girl, the Inkling Boy, like Gabe mentioned, Gold Mario, King Boo, Dry Bones, Bowser Jr., to really just pack in everything. And they smartly unlock all courses, all characters from the get-go, while holding back the carts and the cart parts, because that still gives you something to gun for if you are going to play this solo. But where it really shines, especially on Switch, is in multiplayer. Popping off those Joy-Con, playing horizontally with the little controllers is a whole lot of fun. It's a little cramped, but if you throw on the straps, it works wonderfully, and I had a blast playing a 4-player session of Grand Prix and battles, all with Joy-Con, all enjoying. I think it performs the best on Pro Controller, and that being one of Nintendo's best controllers ever just makes sense. But this is a gorgeous game that is only enhanced by the concept and the hybrid nature of the Switch, because now you can take this big, bold, beautiful Mario Kart with you wherever you are. You can introduce it to brand new players, like Gabe mentioned, with the steering, the smart steering. You can bring it to longtime fans and explore all of the DLC, including the battle modes now. And it really just, to me, it feels like one of Nintendo's best packages, one of their biggest packages, and I think it sets itself up to be a nice evergreen title for the Switch lineup. Whether you get a Switch today, yesterday, or in a couple of years, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe will be a phenomenal one to have with you, because it is just that tried and true, really fine-tuned Nintendo multiplayer that is gameplay mechanic driven, and now just has so much there. You know, you have the DLC, which introduces Isabelle and Link and Villager and their respective courses. Plus, you get now Splatoon there, and this really is becoming the summer of Switch multiplayer as we start off with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, eventually working our way to ARMS and Splatoon 2, but I feel like here is where Switch starts to show off its dominance as a local multiplayer machine. And with that being said, we've also had a bunch of fun online. Load times are reduced, so this really is the ultimate version of Mario Kart 8, not just in name, but in practice. And I think it is a must-buy for any Switch owner. If you have played a whole bunch on Wii U and you feel like you're done, then maybe you can pass, but even still, I bet you'll enjoy this one, because we came back after a little time away from Mario Kart 8 and just enjoyed the heck out of this game. It looks great, it plays great, it has a whole lot to do, and it feels to me like the best Mario Kart of all time. So that will do it for our review of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Come back later in the week for a full-on discussion where we go in a little bit more depth about the game and our experience and anecdotes with it. But for now, we just want to get you guys wrapped up on what we think, and it definitely earns 2 thumbs up, must-buy status from us here at Switch Force. I think it sits right up there with Breath of the Wild as one of this system's foundational classics. Until next time, everybody, let us know what you think down in the comments below. If you're planning on picking up Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, let us know. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this review. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest and greatest from us here at Switch Force and all the Switch releases. Hit that notification bell if you want to be first. And until next time, for myself and Gabe, thanks so much for watching. Switch Force out.